You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms After Show.
Get up, get on the floor.
Some volume? We had some volume?
Come on, guys. I expect more from you. Hogan, Brittany,
Hey.
Brittany. I don't even know what
Are
this
you
is.
slaving it?
Big arm.
Floor.
Michael Jackson cross grab.
You can't see it, but I'm grabbing my crotch.
Inappropriate.
Not in that way.
What's up, After Buzzers? Bing is for doing right now. We are back after the mid-season little break of Dance Moms.
After the 1 week.
A couple of days.
A couple days.
Good.
We're figuring out the scheduling, figuring out our hosts. Yes, Tony Moore will be back eventually. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering where our
Where in the world is Tony Moore?
He's having a seat
he's
somewhere.
having a seat somewhere.
He is for sure
That
having
is
a seat
definitely
and
happening.
getting his life somewhere, but just not here at AfterBuzz.
He will be back in July, but that's okay. We have a lot of special treats for you coming up. Why don't I introduce my co-host? How about that? To my right over here
What's up, guys? I'm Cris Cangero.
at
Hi.
C.
Oh, are we doing all that right now?
No, I'm just making
Okay. For later.
Right.
Jason.
Hi guys, Jason Carter here, and you can find me on Twitter at I'll tell you later.
I was going to say, we're not doing that.
I know.
And tonight in the studio we have a very special guest, Miss Molly
Ooh.
Long. You might recognize her from Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. She and I also hung out on Friday of last week with Asia and
Oh,
Christy
you're
Ray.
cool. You're cool.
So jealous.
So cool,
So
you
cool.
guys. She was working privately with Asia
Yeah.
off season. Asia is back filming at Abby's, and you've had a lot of time with her.
Yeah.
What else are you working on? You're going on tour.
Yeah, I'm doing, my friend and I, Alexa Moffat, we just started a traveling workshop where she teaches some flexibility and technique, and I teach combo and choreography. So we're doing that.
Ow, ow.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Super cool.
It's fun.
So where are you just going all over the country?
Yeah. In like a month, we're going to Alabama, and then like Louisiana, and then Texas and Florida, and more places.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're so
Thank you
happy.
for having me.
Christy was adamant on getting Molly on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Love
And
her.
it's her first time. We promise we'll try to be nice.
We're gonna be nice, Molly.
We'll try to be as nice as
As
Abby Lee will let us be. And
That's
our frustration
Wait,
with the other
speaking
moms.
of Abby, could we somehow show the picture that I sent to you
The
guys?
Oh my
Black
gosh.
Swan. Who
Yes.
allowed
You should have
that?
emailed
Have
it
you
to me.
seen the
Oh, was that
picture?
the magazine cover?
Yeah.
Was it In
Touch.
Touch?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
it was, oh, she was on the cover.
Yeah, I think she got a
Okay.
cover.
If you,
I saw it on Instagram.
If you're at home, Google. Sorry, my mic needs to be straightened.
She got excited
I
next to me.
got really excited when I was dancing, doing my Britney. If you're at home, go to Google Bing Abby and In Touch, and you can see some
Yeah, it's
very
really good.
scary, gorgeous.
No.
Striking Black Swan. Striking.
I mean, a nice way. A striking.
can go
Black
either
Swan.
way,
Right, right. Okay.
Striking.
Why do all the Black Swan pics I see have that kind of intense like I don't know, diarrhea face or something? It's
I
just
don't know what
I don't
pics
know.
you've
What
been
does your
looking
swan
at.
face look like,
Well,
Jason
I don't
J?
know. There's just I don't.
Show me your swan. Put it
Yeah,
on
there's
the
definitely an
spot.
eyebrow, an Asia eyebrow.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
That's-
I think
you know-
Abby's was better.
You kind of look like Zazu from The Lion King.
Okay.
Okay, let's get on topic. So
Move
the
on.
name of the episode is Two
Positive.
Girls,
Touchy.
One Solo. This is season 3, episode.
Rise above.
Wait, what was it? It was called Two Girls, One Solo?
Yes.
Dirty.
I know.
Two
I know where
girls,
you're going
one
with
solo.
that.
I just wanted to make
Not
sure
to
we
be-
were all on the same page with that title.
Two Girls, One Solo.
I didn't even realize that.
I was like,
Anyone?
I mean, come on. Psh.
I was surprised they named it that.
I know. Again, more inappropriateness of this show. 2 girls, 1 solo. Dirty.
It is on later in the evening, kind of.
I know.
Sort of.
But kids
like
watch this
7.
show.
There's children on it.
I'm
What do you
kidding.
mean?
I'm kidding. Okay, episode 23. So, at the very beginning, we can tell that Christy's up to something. Abby's up to something. Abby smiles at Christy. She says that the apocalypse is about to happen.
Right.
Christy and Kelly, once again, are bringing up old dirt, and they're not friends. But the girls walk in, and it's celebratory time. The pyramid is, always a lot of anxiety, but they won. They'd had a clean sweep at the last competition. They beat the, quote, crabby apples. And to start off, we have Asia at the bottom because she was in LA, probably training with you.
All your fault.
I mean,
Your fault, Molly.
Now she's on the bottom. Sorry.
yeah, but Abby even said, she was like, I don't blame her. She had a TV appearance and she had a print modeling gig,
Ad, yeah.
so whatever, she just wasn't here. And then we had Nia, Kendall, Paige on the next tier. We had Mackenzie, Chloe, and Maddie, and then at the top,
Shocker.
Brooke.
I know it's nice to
had
see someone
Brooke.
else at the top.
Right.
And was it because she danced with the seniors? Is that what Abby said?
Yeah.
And
She was
should-
really
Jason J,
impressed.
I know you have something to say about
shouldn't-
Brooke
wait,
being at the
shouldn't
top.
she
Please.
be dancing
Please.
with the seniors?
Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
like
you
that's
know,
my question.
I like Brooke. I think Brooke
think
is
she's
she's a
beautiful.
great dancer when she's forced to dance, because nothing's ever on her own accord.
Right.
But yeah, just saying her. I don't recall ever in the 2.5 seasons I've been hosting the show with y'all that Brooke's been at the top of the pyramid. Right? Am I
Yeah.
incorrect? Okay, so when
No,
I saw her,
it's been a long time.
right, my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, "Is that Brooke?" So congratulations, Brooke. Okay.
Again, round of applause. And I just was reminded by one of our tweeters. I didn't even introduce myself.
Oh.
So I'm Giselle Ugarte, always live tweeting at Giselle Ugarte, and we love when you guys blow up our Twitters during the show, after the show. You can also join the conversation. We're in Studio B today, 424-256-1633. Heyo. Okay, so yes, it was a surprise that Brooke was at the top. I don't know, whatever. So they're going to Powerhouse Dance Competition in Indiana. The group dance is Living with the Ribbon. Once again, this is one of those powerful messages that Abby so loves.
Yeah.
Solos go to Asia, Too Hot to Handle. Mackenzie, Old West. Maddie, Be Anything. Chloe, You Can.
You can be anything. So
There
they're
it is.
together.
Yeah.
The same
Yeah.
solo.
Same solo.
But with Chloe's, Abby said, you can get better.
I know. Just
Backhanded.
and what was really funny about
Always
that
with
was
the
that
backhanded
it was
comment.
like
Chloe.
the way she said it was like, and Chloe, you can get better. Like just not even thinking about what she's saying, or she says things with such conviction and such vitriol sometimes that you think like, why are you so bitter against this little girl? Like what is that? Are you dying to live vicariously through
It's
this little
not,
girl?
it's not to Chloe, it's towards Christy.
Yeah.
I know, and you can get better. Like Chloe's a hot mess. Chloe's probably one of the best dancers on that squad.
But she can get better.
Well, of course. I mean, squad. I'm sorry. My bad. I took it there. Go team.
Boom.
Herky.
Can we talk about how Christy looks so hot in this episode?
Which one? Blonde or?
Christy with a K. Christy
with a K?
Ray.
With the K.
Yeah.
Well,
And
'cause
the
she got that-
I wrote down that
She
her
walked
lashes.
in
Tony.
with the mesh top
I'm
and the
telling
lip
you.
And her
gloss
lashes
and the
were like
lashes.
from miles.
That
The black
slit back
tights.
hair can stop
Christy.
bullets. I swear. It's like she's Wonder Woman.
And that smize. We were talking about that look.
Yeah, when she watches Asia.
But the thing is, okay, I'm producers of Abby's Ultimate. Y'all need to work on the lighting package in this studio because those fluorescent lights bring out every bag, nook, and cranny on these women's.
I mean, are we gonna sit here and put?
I mean, they have a whole freaking farm of crow's feet on this show. It's like get it together. But yeah, you're right.
Like
Crazy-
Kelly's right there.
Oh,
She's got Louis Vuitton
There she
for
goes.
days, dog. She's got a whole luggage set on her horizon. But they do look good. They're getting better and better. It's like Sex in the City. Every season gets better and
does
better.
it?
Yeah.
Does it though?
With the
Yeah,
more money.
with the makeup. They got that Mac Studio fix going on.
And the Botox.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
They
for
apply
sure.
more and more. I mean, that's,
Well,
That's
let's
for
talk
sure.
about the name of this episode, Two Girls. I'm going to just call it One Solo Cup. So Maddie and Chloe get the
Kelly, they
same
named
choreography
the
and
cat.
the same song.
Yeah.
Initially, I thought they were going to do the same choreography, different songs, but no.
Right.
Same choreography, same song, same costume.
Poor judges, like, come on.
I don't think really. I think the whole idea behind it was kind of shady. Like even Abby says, "I'm gonna rock these moms' world" or whatever. But if you really strip away all the drama and get down to maybe the lesson Abby was trying to give them underneath all the drama, I don't think it was that bad. I mean, I've seen it done before at dance studios, and when a dance studio I danced in when I was in high school did that with me and another guy. It was a hip hop solo, right?
It's a really long time
But
ago.
did you compete with it, or
Yes,
did you just do it?
And West Coast Dance
Almost
Explosion,
40.
we competed with it.
So I want to know what
And
happened
how
in your
come you guys
situation.
did that?
Because
What
I
did you
won.
learn from it?
I
and,
actually
and how
won.
did it come
Every
about?
time?
No, just that one time in Albuquerque. But because I was so competitive and I was that kid that was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be amazing," blah blah blah. My teacher hated that I was so cocky, and so she's like, "I'm a teacher."
Not a
that's
lot
like-
has changed.
I know, but I did win though. So, but that's what I'm saying. But the lesson I learned was, sometimes you have to not be that way. However, in this situation, I don't think
Did you learn it?
No, I don't think it was that big a deal. But the way Abby's reasoning behind it and the way she presented it was kind of shady, though.
It was so shady. She was
Yeah.
keeping it from everyone. I mean, have you ever done that?
It's like, you are a grown woman, Abby.
I thought about it. That would be good, just to prove who
Grow
the
up.
better dancer is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
But
And it also is
It
creating
really
a
does.
rift. And the girls
no, Giselle.
the girls like each other, so for her to do that is creating some tension within the kids now.
Right.
It's creating
well, it's
But
already
there always
creating
is with
tension.
competition.
Yeah.
There always is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a pyramid every week, and Maddie's the very clear favorite. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
there's tension.
But apparently this has never been done before. This is a first, correct? For the ALDC, right?
Yeah.
At competition.
Right. So and yes, there's competition amongst the girls, but it's friendly, like, oh, like Chris, like, yeah, we're gonna compete, but I love you anyways. But this time it was like, I'm coming for you. Like I'm gonna come for you, and I'm gonna take you out. And as you see later on in the episode, it gets pretty, wicked.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the fact that you have different strengths. Like if you and I were doing the same solo, obviously we'd have different strengths.
Yeah, I am black, so. Just kidding. Yeah, but you're right.
Don't know
though.
what you're driving at.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
really
know.
know what that means.
You're right though, Chris. We would, because I'm more of a hip hop b-boy, and you're more of a technical dancer.
I mean, I'm kind of everything.
I mean,
But
Minus
Chloe's more of a
B-boy.
technical dancer, and Maddie's more of an emotional dancer.
I mean, they're both technical
Yeah, I
dancers.
think
They're
they
both
both
lyrical
are.
dancers at the end of the day. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's their strength. But as far as their tricks and their skill set, they bring different things to the table. So
I would be
I don't know if you
curious.
can do the same. I don't know.
it's not going to be exactly the same routine though in that fashion. Then correct? They may be doing the same choreography,
make
but
it
the
look
way
different.
exactly.
It's
They
executed
execute
differently.
Right.
I would be curious to see what the scorecards were like, and in terms of who did better in what areas.
Yeah.
Were those couple of points did they have to do with emotional execution? Did they have to do with technique? Did they have to do with,
Well, Chloe
because clearly the choreography and the costume had to have been
The same.
Hopefully
It was
identical.
completely different.
Well, Chloe
Right.
never
could
really
be.
dances
Awkward.
emotionally.
Someone performed it better.
Erroneous.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Rodius at all caps.
All caps. But yeah, so if you're,
I had a thought, but you threw me off with that.
I'm just so excited to be
Excitement.
back, you guys.
I know. I was like, Giselle's in rare form tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just so excited. If you're at home right now and you're joining this conversation, if you're watching tomorrow, what are you laughing at? still?
I'm nothing. It's great to be here too. Can't I laugh? Jeez.
Let us know what you think. Was this a dirty trick that Abby did? Was this leveling the playing field? Did you think that Chloe should have won over Maddie? Want to know. We'll discuss the competition in a little while and see what you guys think. But moving on a little bit.
Wait, before we move
yes?
on, I think that I thought Maddie should have won watching it because she's just longer and really moves through her lines and is more
Smoother.
and like spectacular.
transitions.
Like her lines go and like lengthen. Chloe didn't she didn't dance as big as Maddie, but Maddie's the face. I don't know. It's too like contrived and phony. And Chloe's just a little more. There's a little more warmth in her smile. Does that make sense?
Right.
Chloe's just pleasant.
More of an
Right.
honest dancer. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes,
More
honest
genuine.
She's
dancer.
like a prima
I like
ballerina.
that.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
But that's where we talk about strengths, though. You know that they have two different strengths. Watching Maddie, I know we'll get into. I thought Chloe was better, but I prefer to watch Chloe dance anyways over Maddie because of the face. For me, I'm all about the face and Maddie's face.
Face.
I mean, it's
Just
so many things.
disingenuous.
Yeah, so many things.
Well, and also before we move on, I want to talk about the concept that Maddie had extra practice over Chloe.
And that was never explored after they went and like snuck and got the video.
Well, they brought it
In
up
the dressing room.
in the dressing room,
Yeah.
saying that they
I
had
didn't see
footage
that.
of the competition. But if you go online to mylifetime.com, they have a bonus video, and you see Christi and Jill talking over drinks before they go in.
I mean-
so if anything, I'm
Oh,
almost
God.
concerned that Christi was even driving. First of all,
More displays of bad parenting.
but you see her kind of slurring. She even says, if you drink by yourself, you're lonely. If you drink with someone else, it's a party. And she's upset over this whole situation. But do we think that Maddie would have had a leg up had she learned the practice earlier? And I actually have heard from some of my sources from within, some of the people in the company, not from this group, that what?
What are you, Bob Fosse? Sweet charity?
No. Anyway, that they do learn their routines earlier.
Who does?
Maddie and Mackenzie.
Okay.
So do we think that would have given her a leg up?
So they learn what you're saying, Giselle,
Yes.
is that those Melissa's children
Yes.
learn the routines earlier than the other kids in the squad. Ooh, drama.
Squad again.
Squad.
Look, I'm calling it the
Go ahead,
company
whatever you
squad.
want.
No,
Whatever.
troop.
A dance troupe.
Ensemble. Whatever. The crew. Wow, that's shame.
Anyway, to the question. So do we think that had she learned the routine sooner, is she getting a leg up in the competition, or does it not even matter?
I don't think it would have mattered.
Well, here's the thing. Abby says all y'all can shut up because Maddie can learn a routine in an hour. So save
Right.
yourself the heartache, you know,
Right.
which one I love.
Have
I
a
was like,
seat.
have a
Right.
seat.
Disclaimer right there.
Pow. You know?
Chris?
So
I don't know. I do get annoyed when I go to auditions and like we haven't gone in the room yet, and you have all people teaching the choreography to other people, so that kind of does bother me. So maybe if I was Chloe, I'd be a little annoyed
A little upset?
because then you're more comfortable with it. But I mean, for this type of routine, I don't know. It's kind of like the same moves in a different order. You know, like there's gonna be a turn sequence. There's gonna be a bottom out. There's probably a front
There'll be a
aerial.
drag.
There's like a
A
fan
drag.
kick,
Yes.
a drag, a reach,
Front aerial.
a face. You know, like
a face.
Drama.
yeah, just trauma. So
A reach.
I don't know.
Chris, did you hop on that ride with
Yes,
her?
I saw.
Were you there with her for
Pick
that?
You know, we were looking.
It's our chemistry.
Aw.
You guys were emoting.
I
We need
liked how
some
they had the
action.
dancers look in the corner. Oh.
Oh, the Blair
You had
Witch
to get a
Project
moment,
when
too.
they were standing in the corner.
No, do you remember that? Remember that hand?
Oh,
with, like,
that
everything?
was like so cool.
The hamburger hands.
Uh huh.
Is that what they go at?
Yeah.
It was like, and
Yeah.
chest to the sun.
I used to have those when I was like 10.
Right.
Protein
Like
style
They were
shorts.
circa
so
90
cool.
circa 99, 2000. That was
Right,
everything
right.
accomplished.
Those were reaching.
And like you got so
Chin.
ugly.
And then into the 2000s, it was the mirror.
Right. And then it became
window.
this.
The mime.
Oh god, that move.
Like the
My
Oh.
favorite.
The Titanic steam on the window.
like you gotta be like, what?
I know, but no one does it like that.
I know.
Everyone's like,
I'm full out. Yeah.
Okay, what did you guys think about when they were in rehearsal and they had the girls looking in the corner?
Okay. Yes. Let's discuss that.
it was creepy. It was like the Blair Witch Project.
Right. No.
Like they're like, you
Nobody
stand in the
puts baby in
corner.
a corner.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Apparently Abby does, right?
But
It's
ladies
Abby's
and
world.
gentlemen, real talk though, I felt it was disrespectful to those kids because you have why does Maddie need to be in the same studio with Chloe when she's rehearsing turned around against the wall? Have her leave the room or have her not be there at the same time. It was stupid and it looked dumb. It made it a
And
mockery.
then she had Christi and Kelly come down.
It
But
made
why
a mockery.
couldn't they watch each other? I don't understand if they're competing against each other. They're gonna steal.
I don't know.
stuff?
Like-
Yeah, what are you
Steal
gonna
the way.
steal?
I know.
But
If
yeah, she
anything,
had-
let them do that and let them see where they're lacking.
There you go.
Right.
Chris.
If you really want it to be a head-to-head situation like
But
that.
more than that though, it was really contradictory in the whole sense of of camaraderie in the whole and being a team because they all dance for the same company. Granted, they're competing against each other, whatever.
Right.
But creating that kind of competition within is kind of toxic in that situation because you're saying, okay, well, she's better than you or she might be better than you, but you guys are still a team. And you guys are still supposed to love each other and compete. It was just a really poor example, and the kids look like idiots on TV. In the corner while the other one's performing and she's facing the wall. It was just very disrespectful. It was almost like she was like the dunce cap in class, you know? Like,
Right.
it was just not cool.
Well, let's be honest. Putting them on a reality television show where it's centered around moms being completely immature
Right.
and ridiculous, I mean,
Psychotic.
that's
But
kind of...
But we're past that already, though.
Right.
We that's a given. But you don't have to make it work. It's like stereotypes, perpetuating stereotypes. You know?
What's happening
Here it
right
is.
now?
Yeah, like, you know, and Jill with the hair. But
I know, she always gives like.
At least she's not
hot
blonde
mess.
anymore.
Or wearing the
I'm
Michael
glad that
Jackson
she's
hat.
back with the brown.
I just feel like Abby's just doing. She's too many things this season. Too many things. Like, what is that?
Aw.
Like,
And
don't
Chloe's
look.
so sweet about
sweet.
it.
She's probably like singing a Britney Spears song back there or something.
She's like in first position.
Every time
Yeah.
I try.
No, stronger than yesterday.
I love that one.
But interestingly enough, then you have Mackenzie and Asia doing rehearsal, and she has them watch each other.
Exactly.
And
Right.
she also lets Christy come into the room.
Right.
Do we think that's unfair?
It's all unfair. That the question that it shouldn't be is it unfair. The question should be what is Abby thinking? What is she up to? And why is she so janky and shady? That's what the question should be.
I don't think it's unfair. I think Christy doesn't open her mouth like the other moms does, and she keeps it shut, and she does her smize, and she watches her daughter and gives her advice.
Right.
Yeah, with
Versus
that
the other
smile, she
mom-
could come stand anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. She's not going, Abby, can you do this? Abby,
But-
can we maybe change this around? She just sits there.
So is the reason why the other moms don't get to come into the studios because they talk too much while they're in the studio?
Yeah, they talk too much when they're sitting up there.
But so is that why Abby's not allowing
I
them?
don't know. That's
or-
just what my thought is.
I don't know. I think Abby's favorites down. I think she plays favorites with people
I think
she
everyone
likes.
plays
Well,
favorites
she
with people
obviously
they like.
likes Asia.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Obviously.
can't
I think she just helps out the people she knows
Are good.
are gonna win.
Yeah.
Or in,
Point
she
blank
knows
in
they're
the
going to
period.
take her
Right.
criticism and not fight it.
Right.
That's what I think.
Um,
Yes?
Oh.
Yes?
No, I just,
Additional-
I mean, I just think that there's better ways to effectively motivate and effectively get people to do things you want without being cutthroat, underhanded, and shady.
Of course, but that's not
That's
what
not
we're
reality.
working
I
with
know.
here.
I know.
Like,
I understand. I just have strong views.
and even
on
like in the real dance world, is there
Right.
a lot of
Or-
times
or-
where we're motivated
or
like that?
any facet of the industry.
Any
but,
industry.
But we're working with children here, though. That's the thing, you know, and that's why
But
I'm.
it's
they
the
are
real
at a
world.
professional level now,
Yeah. They signed up for it.
regardless. Well, their moms.
Well,
Yeah.
mommies did.
Why are you guys attacking me? What is this? I'm
Hey.
sorry, I disagree. Molly.
You're not allowed to.
Perpetrator. No, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. I'll shut
Well,
up.
despite all the conflict on the show, we do see a soft side of Abby. We see her show, here we go, exhibiting some intense emotion about her past. The group dance is all about
Asia.
dealing with cancer.
I just noticed that Asia pushed her way through. Yes.
She's a little one.
That's why she's a star.
Tiny.
Gets
She's
the
such
front.
a star. But Abby talks about how she was strong enough to lift up her dad. Her dad had cancer, passed away of cancer. Everyone starts crying and, you know, giving her hugs. Maddie gives her a hug.
I love. She
And then-
calls over Maddie too. Like she's like,
He's so
"You
fun.
come here."
Well, because she's
just you.
doing her. Melissa's crying.
But they're
Melissa's
all
mom died.
crying.
Right. And then Asia starts crying.
Well, it was a sad moment.
We
you know.
love
it
Asia.
was a sad moment, but
I like the.
She lightened the mood.
she
She did.
Abby goes, so who do you know who had cancer? And she's like, well,
She
you
stutters too.
think my dad, and you think she's gonna say that her dad had cancer,
Yeah.
or that maybe she got nervous and she's gonna say that her dad had cancer, even if he didn't actually have cancer.
That's what I thought she was gonna
And
say.
then it sounded like she said dad's daughter, but no, it was her dad's dog.
A long time ago.
Died before she was even born.
What was
she
the
knew it
name?
was-
Diablo or
Diablo.
Diablo. That's devil, right?
Yeah, in Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. I love you guys. It's devil, right?
Yes. It's devil in Spanish. And it definitely
Sorry,
lightened the mood. I know Molly watched it more than once. We were all just kind of like,
Oh.
I was cracking up.
No, it wasn't. Yeah,
So cute.
it was really poignant and very touching until Asia started talking about her dog. But these are some of the moments I actually like Abby, and I really can connect with her because she is human, and she does reveal that she does come from a place of goodness and positivity when she opens up and has these moments. So kudos to you, Abby, for that. Very enthusiastic.
go
thumbs up.
Abby. Go Abby.
Yeah, for being human.
Let's get to the competition, shall we?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Not intensity, finally.
Yeah.
But the powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
So at the very beginning, we know that Mackenzie and Asia go first because they're always in the mini division. And right away, we see Christy saying, well, you can't be cute forever. About Mackenzie. Mackenzie does her thing. She does the cute thing. Asia goes. I
does the
obviously
fierce thing.
love watching Christy's expression throughout. You get to see Asia doing a turn sequence for once. Not the entire thing, but we never see her doing a turn sequence.
We did
And
on
I was-
Abby's Ultimate, though, right?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
she was still, I feel like she was still lacking a little bit in technique at
Right.
that point in time. She did a lot of leg holds, but you would never see her doing like
Cast
footes.
turns.
Yeah. And so I was excited to see that, especially since when I was hanging out with Asia and Christy on Friday, I did get to see her do some incredible turn sequences, which we will be putting online over the next couple of weeks, some exclusive insider stuff that we were able to get. But that's one of the things that Christy said is they always end up cutting out some of her best tricks from the dances, and we don't always get to see them. So always make sure you're looking online and seeing if you can see the full routines there. But Mackenzie compared to Asia, what did we think?
I mean,
why must you ask that question? And okay, the thing about Mackenzie, comparison, they're two totally different dancers, whereas Mackenzie relies on cute, I guess, and there's really no,
And it works.
There's no power behind. She's very formulaic to me. It's like flip, turn, skip, cute.
but this is what she's. I love how the show is like right now coordinating with everything we're
Perfect.
talking
I know,
about.
it's perfect.
But like that's what she's given. She's always given
Right.
the cutesy. So Abby's giving her that. It's not like she was given some sparkly costume.
It's always
and
the
some,
pigtail,
you know.
Right.
And
acrobat.
the tumbling is
Right.
incredible. I mean, she's an incredible tumbler.
But Asia owns her stage presence. Asia walks on stage and is just like, okay, look, I'm here. Everyone,
she
you know.
is stage presence.
Right.
She just has that.
So
you know.
that's, you
She
can't
can do
compare
it
the
all.
two.
And so comparing them is
It's
like
unfair and
Yeah.
not really.
apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Is that the expression?
It is.
Or you know
Because
what?
Asia's like a star. I'm
And
sorry.
Asia's a professional dancer. She.
I mean, so is this one.
I know, but what I'm. Cris
Sorry.
Cangero.
Let him talk.
Thank you.
gotta
What
let
I'm
Chris-
saying is that Asia is working amongst other professionals. So her dynamic's a little bit different than Mackenzie, who might be a little bit sheltered and still in the studio with these people. She's not really venturing out. Whereas Asia's booking professional gigs. And
Now,
working-
has
hasn't
a natural
Mackenzie been
talent.
on longer on TV?
Doesn't matter though. But we talked about this last season where these kids are, they're on the show, but they're still in the same realm. Doesn't matter. Like I could be on American Idol with Paul Abdul every week. Doesn't mean I'm gonna become a better singer. I'm just on the same show with her, and I'm doing the same things, going through the motions.
Right.
Asia's able to experience other choreography. She's able to go out and
True.
do different experiences. Hence, which makes her a better dancer because she's grown. So, like, look how she walks on stage and gives it. That's a grown woman in a little kid's
But
body.
I think despite that, she had that. Even
I
if
just
this
think,
was,
yeah, she's
Natural
born
if
with
this was
ability.
her
it.
first
Yeah.
day walking on a stage, that's what she would look
Yep.
like.
that
Yeah.
wasn't cute though.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Do you
Oh,
guys
this-
think it's interesting?
Oh yeah, this walk.
that-
What's
I'm
that?
sorry. What?
That was
that
you, huh,
walk?
Molly? She's like,
No,
You've been
she-
I
working on
choreographed that part.
Molly was at this thing.
Yeah.
that was
Get
4
low,
hours.
girl.
That was 4 hours. She's like, your fingers are not pointed. They're sickled fingers. You have sickled fingers.
Do you guys think it's interesting that, we know Asia's background, she did gymnastics first, and then she was in a dance. Do you think it's interesting that you never see her doing any acro or tumbling in her routines?
She does.
Not,
she
it's,
probably
not,
did.
it's not heavy though.
We've seen her do it in Abby's Ultimate, but we've never really seen her do a
But
lot
maybe
of
they're
it.
not showing it. You know.
That's true.
A lot of stuff's left on
Because
the
that's
cutting room
Mackenzie's
floor.
thing, maybe?
But that's what I'm wondering
Yeah.
is if maybe it's because it's Mackenzie's thing that maybe
Yeah.
she...
The girls can be branded as far as the different types of dances they're doing on the show, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't see a lot from Nia.
Love her.
I mean, yeah, she's great,
A
but
lot,
she's.
period?
Do not
or-
say Nia and laugh over there.
No, I like Nia, but let's keep it real. 100. Let's keep it 100. Nia is not one of the standouts on the
Wait,
team.
let's keep it 100. I haven't heard that yet.
I know that's my new one.
Are you coining it right now?
No, that's dude. Where have you been? People say,
Is this the world premiere?
on
At
Dance Moms?
AFTERBUZZ.
Yes, let's keep it 100. I'm keeping it 100.
Meaning like let's keep like 100% real.
Right.
Can you say like let's keep it 110?
If you want it, if that's really real.
Oh, that's really that's
not appropriate for television.
Moving on to Chloe
I
and
like that.
Maddie.
It's 100. Right, that
Yeah.
is-
Chloe and Maddie. We talked a little bit about it, but
How do you feel about Molly?
yeah.
I think Maddie was better.
You noticed the wobble.
Yeah, but I predicted that she was gonna win, even though Chloe did at first.
Yeah. I don't think the wobble was that.
Wait, so your vote was for Chloe. Who was your vote for?
Honestly, I was blown away by Chloe.
Yeah.
However, when I did see Maddie initially start the turn sequence, I thought it was going to be Maddie. And I was a little torn because I do feel like Chloe's just so much more of an honest dancer, and I do feel like technically she gets the moves there, and I didn't think that Maddie's elongating and reaching was really necessary for this type of dance. I felt like Chloe and her expression was a lot more interpretive of the music as opposed to Maddie's.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
on
we're
this
split
one-
here too.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I thought Chloe. I think Chloe on my eyes is easier to watch and enjoy and really get into and really connect with
And
versus
appreciate.
Maddie, because Maddie just seems very forced, and you could be technically perfect and technically on point, but if you're not really organic and really there and present in what you're doing, it's just like you're going through the motions. And Chloe's just, look at her. I mean,
Like she's not completing her lines.
Yeah.
I think Chloe did her
Oof.
best. And I don't think her best was enough to beat Maddie's.
right? And I don't.
I thought she was like the best I've ever seen her dance, though.
I wish that Chloe would compete in
Was
ballet.
that harsh? Was that harsh?
No. That's
No,
no. Good for you. Have an opinion.
Well, you're just saying like her best isn't good enough.
Well, I just,
Sorry.
like it's like with Asia and Mackenzie. I think you know what I
Right.
mean. Asia's always gonna
I don't
take it
think-
just because she has that it, and I think
I
Maddie
think
does.
they're closer though than Asia and Mackenzie.
I think they are, too.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as
But I just with the transitions,
Yeah.
or Maddie's way smoother, and
I
she
agree.
looks more.
I think Chloe, if like let's say your direction to Chloe was, Chloe, I need you to commit more to the movement and really go in and really put some power behind what you're doing. I think she could definitely hang with the Haitians.
Yeah.
You know, and really get it from
Clueless
Clueless.
reference.
Oh, Chris.
Like if someone really dissected her.
Exactly, and said
Yes.
and gave her like.
It does not say RSVP in the Art of Dance.
Right, because Asia, let's touch back on Asia. The reason why Asia is able to be as dope as she is because she's able to see other choreographers and work with other people who are giving her
Right.
these directions, this directive, whereas Chloe is not. So if someone took Chloe under their wing and said, okay, look, we're going to make you off the hook, she
Right.
can definitely compete
Totally.
with
I
For
just
Maddie.
sure.
think that
I'd
Chloe should
agree.
be at a ballet company, or she should be competing in ballet.
Oh, she'd be beautiful. for
versus
sure.
this, because I feel like if this was a ballet solo, Chloe would win.
I don't
But it's
believe
lyrical,
that.
and I think
No.
I don't
No,
know.
I,
I
think
mean,
she has a
even
better
just
body
that-
for it, for sure. Those long
That
legs.
switch
But
that they
she's
just
so
did. Maddie's was so much better. That switch.
But that bobble, I can't.
But that wasn't that. I don't think that was
Cut.
that detrimental.
But she
Oh,
said she
but
thought
she-
of every
Yeah,
time.
every single
But
one.
she said, but we didn't see the whole thing either.
Right.
So, if you are listening at home on iTunes, just want to remind you to join our discussion there. Leave a comment. Make sure that you rate us. Give us 5 stars. If you don't think we deserve 5 stars, let us know why before you rate us. So you can give us 5 stars. And also want to remind you that Serial Buddies, the movie that was created by our founders, Kevin Undergaro and Maria Menounos, is now
Yes.
available for digital download. Correct, Marissa?
That is correct.
Yes. So, we give you shows every single week for free. We cover pretty much every single television show worth watching, and we want to
In
keep
existence.
giving you shows every week. I know. Keep the lights on, keep our hosts here, so please support us by downloading that and watching it. It's hilarious, it's crazy, and anything else that you want to add to that, Marissa?
Star-studded cast, Maria Menounos, Cathy Lee Gifford.
I love
Christopher,
Cathy Lee in it.
Beth
It was
Bears,
amazing.
Henry Winkler,
That's the
Bunch
fun.
of people.
bunch of
It's
fun
hysterical.
cast.
Yes.
So please support us by doing that. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our podcast and share with your friends and your family and your parents and Abby Lee. And it is definitely exciting to hear that the moms are watching and listening each week. And they love our show.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Christy.
So we are the place to be.
Christy.
Yes.
Yes, we are the authority for Dance Moms.
Dance Moms recapping.
All
Boom.
right, so are we getting back to the little
So-
scandal? Because
Yeah.
So
I
back
feel
to the
very
scandal.
strongly.
Mackenzie ends up getting second. No surprise there. Asia gets first.
Ooh.
Chloe is announced as first. Maddie is announced as second. And you hear Abby say, pretty much right in front of Christy, to Melissa, there's no doubt she should have won, referring to Maddie.
And Chloe, that was her moment. Like
That was her
And she was so happy.
so happy.
Broke my heart.
Again, tactless. These kids damaging kids every day.
Dance Moms.
It's true, though. They go into the dressing room. Sure enough, one of the heads of the competition comes in and says that there was a mistake with the scoring of all things,
Right.
and that in actuality, Maddie was the winner. Not by a lot, but she was the winner because a judge apparently added up something wrong on Chloe's scorecard.
And then Abby proceeds to say that, oh, one of the judges must have noticed there was a problem. Until Homeboy comes back, the director, and said, thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yes.
To Miss Abby Lee.
Yes, and she turned
And her face was
because I was thinking that if the company made that mistake, they would have just stuck with it. You know, like the girl's
Save
happy,
face. The end.
just deal
Yep.
with it. So it was because Abby went and brought it up that Chloe got her crown taken.
See,
so to
why would
speak.
you self-sabotage again? Like, what is that? Abby, what is that? Please email me. Find me online because who does that?
It's just absurd, and it didn't
And then
even
lies
seem
about
like
it.
it was
Abby,
that
don't
many
lie.
points. Because he was saying that she got like a, I mean, sorry that I didn't write the exact number
Like a
down, so if you're
27.5
watching, correct me
out
if
of
I'm
a-
wrong, but apparently it was out of 25 points and she was giving like a 27.5, so it's 2.5 points. So it's, it wouldn't be the first time that one, first place and second place are less than a point apart, but
Right, and you can that happens. But Chris, you were saying when we're in the viewing room that you go to your grave with that information. You don't.
Right.
You just it's a safe face.
Yeah.
It hurts your credibility to do that one. And it's like, again, Chloe, so sweet. I could see if she was one of those kids that was like, really like just bad, and you're like, yeah, good for her. But poor thing, she was like enjoying it.
So happy.
Another great moment with the moms, and then all of a sudden, bam.
yeah.
And the worst part was that
And
when
that was a beautiful moment, just to mention that Christy went over to Kelly when she was crying about her dad. Beautiful moment. So glad that they finally saved
Friends
face.
again.
Hopefully they will be
I'm
friends
just
again.
so glad we don't have to hear about it anymore.
Well,
Let's
we'll
hope.
see.
You never know.
Because
But
like,
sorry,
I'm
Jason,
over
continue
that.
with your point.
No, yeah, no, it's all good. Going back to Abby and why she does the things she does and stuff. She should, if in fact that she had her hand in that and making and that whole thing come to fruition, it's just so why do you need to? Why would you have needed to do that? And to your own team, It's
Your
just,
own squad.
Yeah, her own dance crew.
Wait, the problem that I had the biggest problem with was that Maddie, when she lost, you could tell like we were like reel it
She's
in.
overconfident.
Not
Like, she
happy
was
for
like-
Chloe.
I'm happy. It's
Didn't you
fine.
see
She's like, I was
Smiling?
smiling the whole time. Like she was
It wasn't genuine. It was fake.
pissed. And then when Chloe got it taken away, she was
She was
still
crying. She's
having.
like, I'm so happy for Maddie. And like
And-
tears streaming down her face.
and I felt like she was like, it's okay if she deserved it, she could have it. Whereas Maddie was
That
like,
makes it so
she
much
did
more
not deserve it.
sad.
Yeah, because now I wanted
She's
Chloe
a-
to win.
Right. She's a good
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
And she had to give the trophy to
I'm-
Maddie in the dressing room. She's like, here you go.
I'm definitely taking a break from Team Maddie tonight. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I'm-
I don't like that
I can't even continue. the
sore
show.
loser.
Team
They can do this every week
No.
because it loses its effectiveness.
Well, I got something for you next week, dog. Don't try
Oh.
me. 'Cause I'm gonna for real walk out and go get a Diet Coke.
Oh,
Let's
Cris
move on to a
Cangero.
little news and
Cris
gossip.
Can- Cris
man.
Can- Cris Cangero.
AfterBuzz TV News.
say my name.
We see you like once a year, Cris Cangero.
Say my name.
Once again, want to give a shout out to our diehard superfans that are always giving us the inside scoop before we even look into it. And obviously, we don't have a lot of preparation times between watching the show and prepping for this one. So when you either correct us or give us some new information, we really, really appreciate it and love when we can share it. A little tension could be building up at the Abby Lee Dance Company because Mackenzie just turned 9. Therefore, she most likely will not be in the mini division for much longer and may have to start competing against Maddie and Chloe.
How old's
Maybe.
Maddie? Is Maddie
We'll
going to be
see.
teen soon?
I think she's
She's gotta be right.
Right.
all
like
of them are
12,
growing
right?
up.
maybe.
Some of them are almost 20.
It's just not Mackenzie.
Mackenzie's really not
I'm
7.
sure Abby's forging new birth certificates as we speak.
But Mackenzie would never be like, let's say Maddie was in the like intermediate level or advanced level. Mackenzie wouldn't be in the same level, I don't think.
Right.
They wouldn't be in the junior division together?
It depends. I mean,
But
it
they don't really
depends
go
on
to competitions
competition.
where there's levels. Like,
So
I mean, some of them have 4 levels, 3, 2.
right. But none of the ones they go to.
I mean, when I competed, there were no levels. You were on
It was just
competition
you-
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Good
So
old
we
days.
shall see about that, if that raises any sort of changes in the Abby Lee Dance Company that's strategic, like, oh, well, Mackenzie won't have a solo this week. Maddie, you know, so that they don't go head to head. I am getting the feeling, / I can pretty much confirm that Asia will be on Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. I've been hearing a lot of that. Christy and Asia would not tell me anything. However, I did see a bag in the car from Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition. It looked very new. So I'm going to guess that she's making
bag?
a cameo. Yes, like a gym bag
Okay.
with like embroidery.
I was like, is it a store now?
A little dance bag. Oh, she goes like
Not
jackets
available
too.
online.
Yeah.
And then also, we will be seeing more of Asia and Hadley on Dance Moms this season. I did talk to Yvette and just kind of said like, oh, hey, what are you up to? Oh, you're not going to be in town for a long time? I wonder why. So definitely we'll be seeing more of Asia and Hadley, and I have gotten lots of Instagrams and pictures of you guys seeing them out and about together, with Hadley with the Candy Apples and Asia with the Abby Lee Dance Company.
So, yeah,
they're
that's
gonna-
coming back.
She's coming back. Her and Christy are gonna go
Christy,
face to
get
face.
those gloves on.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, get the. Maybe
you
that's
could-
why we
you-
haven't
you
seen
could-
Christy
but
wearing
the kids
a
are
hoop
friends.
match.
Are you still on Team Yvette?
I'm not on Team anybody.
You've always been on Team
Giselle,
Yvette.
You're neutral.
You're too in.
I will pull up the footage.
No, I know.
Don't make me.
I told Christy to her face.
Don't make
I was
me.
like, she was there,
Yeah, I'll
and I
vouch
was
for you.
like,
You have
yeah.
to be Switzerland all the time now because you're like kikiing with this. You're like everyone's friend girl.
I'll take sides when sides are due.
No, Jude, because
I
I
already
can bad
took my
for you.
side.
Giselle.
if I'm with each of them, obviously I'll be neutral because I do really enjoy both of them. But if I'm looking at them and I'm going, girl, you need to get your life, I'm gonna say,
You
what were
might fall down
thinking?
on the pyramid. I'm always at the bottom, but you are all you're Maddie at the pyramid, Giselle. You don't want to lose.
I
that
gotta be
spot.
professional.
Can we do our own pyramid?
Oh my god.
We need to every
I
week.
would be at the bottom next to
That'd be
Jason
awesome.
No,
every time.
I know. I get like hate mail from some of the moms. Like, how dare you
I know.
say
It's
that?
true.
Do you
We've had parents send us emails.
They're like,
It's true.
You'll
I mean,
survive.
Christy reached out to me, so yeah,
She loves you now.
I love her back.
I'm Team Christy though. Team Christy with the K's though.
Oh, you're Team Christy.
I know. I like Team
From
Christy
the beginning.
From the beginning.
I remember we had a conversation on who would survive in LA, Christy or Yvette.
Well, Christy would cut it.
And Yvette, everyone said
Me.
Yvette except for me.
I know. I didn't say
I said
Yvette.
Christy.
I said Christy for sure.
Okay.
We'll watch the tape and get the receipts.
I want to see the
Cris
receipts
Cangero.
because all I know is I've always been
No,
Team Christy
and
and
she
Asia.
knows that, and they acknowledge that, and we have
Good,
some
and I
really
love
cute
that.
video actually of Asia telling Chris and I that she loves us and for Jason and Tony to have a seat. So
Chrissy Ray, we tweeted weeks ago. You're supposed to be Team Jason.
face.
let's go into predictions.
So rude.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Halloween.
Well, I already gave some of my predictions during the gossip, which I guess are confirmed predictions, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see Chloe finally, leaving for good, or whether it's to maybe the Candy Apples or competing independently, because I would be furious about that incident. Chris?
Curious about what? Her leaving?
No, about
Oh,
Abby.
okay. Gotcha.
The scores.
Yeah, and saying that
Right
right in
back.
front of Christy that
Yeah.
Maddie should have won.
Predictions. I don't know. It's just going to be more drama. I hope that we get Asia and Christy in here to the studio. And maybe I would love to get Yvette and Christy in here. And maybe we can get a little
Never
boxing ring.
gonna happen.
Like one of those, you remember that show? What was that?
Christy will
American
have a line
Gladiators?
of hair gel, hoops, and white pants before that happens.
It could happen.
I-
What will Yvette have a line
what?
of?
She can take off the hoops. Excuse
Smiles.
me. Her hoops are like
Smile.
weapons.
Fake smiles.
I
She's
predict.
And Christy would be like, smiles with the lips.
smiles.
Jason J.
I predict
What a
that
moment.
someone is going to actually confront Abby about the Benedict Arnold situation that happened tonight, and really put her
I
on
really want
blast.
ex-Benedict.
really put
That
her
was
on blast
fun.
for that because it was just not cool and not cool. Yeah, that's my own prediction. Everything else, I really don't care.
Molly, any inside scoop?
No, I just predict more drama. But I'm wondering if Melissa will be mad about that. Because sometimes, she's been with the parent side.
Oh, right.
And sometimes she's been with Abby. So I wonder what she's going to think about
'Cause
that.
it makes
Be on
her
Abby's
look
side.
bad.
Right, like in the middle. Do you think that she's been on the parent side this whole season, like the beginning of it or last
I
whatever
think she's
season
always
it was?
secretly on Abby's
No,
side.
she
Abby's
plays
side.
both
Because
sides
that's
for
like
sure.
her own side,
on Team Maddie.
Right.
where her kids will
But
get.
I would be interested to see how that plays out.
Well, Molly, thank you so much for joining
I know,
us.
can
We're
you please
so
come
happy
back?
you
Come
came.
back, Molly.
Please come
Please.
back. Please tell everyone at home where we can find you.
Oh, okay. My Instagram is mollylong21. My Twitter is _ is that what they're called?
Yeah.
mollylong_. So find me.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at JJCForever, also on Facebook on the Jason J. Carter fan page and at the Triple Dub fan page. Bye.
You can find me everywhere, keeping it simple. Cris Cangero, CRIS. What is it? CANGERO.
And you can find me everywhere at Giselle Ugarte, GISELLEUGARTE. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you from now on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific time or on YouTube, iTunes. Like us, subscribe, rate us 5 stars, and download Serial Buddies. Have a good night, everyone.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.